Hello and a very warm welcome to the final day of the final round clashes of Indian Women's League 2 2025-26 season. It's match number 14 between KEMP FC and Mumbai Knights FC. Both teams are out of reckoning for qualifying or progressing or getting promoted to the top tier of Indian women's football, that is IWL, because those two spots have been taken up by Jubashanga and Hops. Juvashanga Hops both winning all their games and collecting 12 points each. It's KEMP FC lining up with four changes from their last starting 11. The changes are in goal, Aruni Singh coming in place of Laya Balasubramanian, and in defense, it's Nia Reddy, Tara Anand, Rebecca Yuvrani, Mithila Ramani with captain's armband in midfield in place of Roshibina, and Amisha Baxla in place of Mallika Mondol. Up front, it's Sonali replacing Anusha Mandala. On the wings, it's Rivka Ramji and Vaisa Puram Nandini. Monisha is on the other wing. On the other hand, there are a lot of substitutes, and Kenai will be on Anusha Mandala and Roshi Bina. Sabara Khatun is someone who can come off the bench and do her bit in the proceedings. Mumbai Knights, they line up with three changes in respect to the last starting 11. 4-4-2 formation, Minakshi Bhagat in goal. In defense, there's Meera Tulsidas coming in place of Krishita Iyer. In the midfield, it's Divya Basantani coming in place of Priyanka Pottekat. She will be assisted by Diti. On the wings, it will be Monica and Sanvi. Sanvi replacing Prisha Patil. Up front, it will be Urvi and Nishka. Nikita Jude is the captain of the team, and her defense will be Mansi Samre, Jandia, and Meera Tulsidas. Janvi Shetty is on the bench, as is Prisha Patil. Krishita Iyer, beg your pardon, might come on as a substitute. This is the last game. There's nothing to get in terms of promotion. On the other hand, both the teams are quite safe from the last spot too. Kemp FC with 6 points from four games. On the other hand, Mumbai Knights with 3 points from four. Mumbai Knights will try to match Kemp FC and Krida Prabodhini, who are both on 6 points. It's a match which comes live from Center of Sports Excellence in Bengaluru. KEMP FC, they started off their campaign with a loss against table toppers Jubashanga, conceded three goals in the first half and couldn't really recover from it. Though Rivka Ramji scored one in the second, it was a 3-1 scoreline in favor of Jubashanga. But then they fought back and won the second game against Shuruchi Shongho. Anusha Mandla and Sabara Khatun scoring in that game. Then again, they had a very, very good outing against Krida Prabodhini, scoring three goals against them, won that game 3 goals to 1. But in the last game, their hopes died against Hops FC. They conceded a solitary goal and were defeated. On the other hand, Mumbai Knights, they could only win one out of the four games, and that win came in the first game itself against Shuruchi Shongo. Diti Kanungo and Nishka scoring in that game. But then it was all downhill for them. Hops FC beat them 2-0. Juboshongo beat them 1-0. And then against Krida Prabodhini, a lower ranked team, they lost 2-0 again. But before it all ends, it's time to shine for one final time as Indian women's football takes the center stage. Remember, in the AFC Under 17 Women's Asian Cup, The Indian team has reached the quarterfinals and they will play against China. If they win that game, they will qualify for the FIFA Under 17 Women's World Cup in Morocco 2026, this year only. So, Indian women's football showing glimpses of glory. And these women will try hard, will try to impress the teams who are in the higher echelons of Indian women's football. That's Indian Women's League, IWL. A performance here can catch the eyeballs, can get you into limelight, can secure you proper berth in a team which is doing well. Maybe Chubosongo, Hops, these teams will also keep an eye on this game and look out for players that will do well or have done well in all these matches. In the group stage, KEMP FC finished top of Group C with 7 points, 2 wins, and a draw. On the other hand, in Group A, Mumbai Knights finished second with 2 wins and 2 draws. But the unbeaten run was broken in the final round. And now it's all to play for in the last game. R. Kannan is the match referee, and the assistants are N. Jairaj, Priscilla Tamang. Shiny Roy is the fourth official. Match commissioner is Shobhik Mukhopadhyay. And I am your commentator for the day, Orgho Bhattacharya. The coin toss signals the start of proceedings. It's the final photo op session for these two teams in the Indian Women's League 2. Some players have really done well for KEMP FC, and Vaisapuram Nandini is one of them. She has scored 1 goal in the group stage, 1 in the final round. Monisha Rebecca also finding the net in the final round, as is Rivka Ramji, Anusha Mandla, and Sabara Khatun. On the other hand, Diti Kanungo Nishka Parkash has been really, really influential for Mumbai Knights.
One second, 1 second.
They have lost by slender margins in the few games they have played. And it's the final hooray before the final match of the season in IWL 2. It's the start of proceedings. Promotion is out of hand for both the sides, but pride is always at stake. And that's how they attack and hunt for glory. It's already a close encounter, a close clash between the two sides. In blue jerseys, attacking from right to left, it will be Mumbai Knights, and in orange jerseys, it will be Kemp Football Club, attacking from left to right. They have possession of the ball from the wing. They will try to take control of the proceedings in the inside channel. They're trying to pass the ball, but the ball has gone out of play, it seems. These kind of games where nothing much is at stake, it's very, very important to keep the heads high, to fight for each ball, to not leave the field without a fight. And that's what both teams will be trying to do.
Okay. Saka. Saka.
In most of these games, wing play becomes a very important part, and that's what KEMP FC are trying to do. From the left, they were trying to attack in numbers,
ಇರೇ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಕಟ್
trying
ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
to build up play from that flank. Nikita Jude finds a teammate, and already Nishka has drifted on to the left hand channel, left wing of Mumbai Knights. Mumbai Knights really found it difficult against Hop FC to take the ball under control, to keep the passing going. But now they have stitched quite a few passes and looking beautiful on the ball are they. Neat passing football. Diti Kanungo was in action in the midfield. Diti, Monica, Divya, all these players
ಹ್ಞೂ
have looked good in a midfield. Good run by Nandini. Down the right wing, she was attacking for Kemp. The only part that these two teams need to take care of is good passing football. At least keep the passes going, find those accuracy. Nikita, she can play centre back. Today she is playing as a left back. Mansi Samre, who generally plays as a left back, has drifted inside as a centre back role. Inside the box, the danger very easily cleared out. KEMP FC and Mumbai Knights both were unbeaten in their group stage runs. But then, in the final round, when the top six teams were pitted against each other, they faltered. Meenakshi Bhagat, she has to deal with all these looping long balls in the box that generally comes in, that's generally floated in. That's a long throw. But how quickly possession is being regained by the women in blue. The pass was on from Diti Kanungo. She was trying to find Urvi Salunke. Mansi trying to cut out that pass, fails to do so, and the right channel has opened up beautifully. It's Yuvarani. A slight deflection from Nikita Jude. Ball has gone out for a corner. At the back post, the delivery was good and it was almost looping towards the other post. The goalkeeper was flat footed, standing and watching the delivery. Again, a good build up from the back. This kind of football is something Mumbai Knights have been trying to do, but against Hoffs FC especially, they were pressed so hard that they failed to gather momentum. Nishka dropping down, helping out her captain Nikita. So is Diti. Back to Nishka. Neat passing. That's brilliant. In space, the ball was played. The final delivery was not that great. Now it's time for the women in orange to attack. Good switch, but the bounce will not help Yuvarani to take control of it. Nikita. A lot of space in midfield. A good pass down the left to Diti. Nishka fails to take control of the ball. And this is the part where pressing needs to happen by Urvi. It's a bright, sunny afternoon in Bengaluru. Another ball. Those bouncing balls sometimes seem like trouble, but Minakshi had it under control. Good snatch by Uvarani, but the ball was gifted very, very soon. Nikita Jude trying to link up with Nishka. Most of the attacks from the women in blue are happening down the left channel. Tara Anand with the throw in. She will get a second chance. And KEMP couldn't really take hold of that situation. It has resulted in a goal kick. And again, look at that build up which is happening from the back. This is an area which KEMP will try to press, and so they did. Inside the box, they were trying to make a run. Finally, it was cleared out just in time. It was looking a little ominous. Sonali Mondal was there in the box, trying to cause some jitters. And it's a corner for KEMP FC. Yuvarani to take it. The ball deflected away from goal. And it's time for another goal kick. The corner was a looping one. Always a little troublesome for the attackers. There's good skill, but Nishka dispossessed very, very quickly. Sonali. She too loses the ball, but it falls kindly for an attacker in red jersey. Although goalkeeper Minakshi Bhagat was sweeping well behind the defense, didn't waste much time, came off the lines, gathered the ball and quickly started play. This time it's gifted away. Urvi looking to someone on the left, and it's Nishka who is in space but drifted a little wide. Now the cross comes in, but the ball was found in space for Nishka. She really couldn't take hold of it and get inside the box. Now the looping throw, that's a really bad throw in from Tara Anand to say the least. Or was it headed out by a woman in blue? It seems like so. Tara Anand with the throw in duties again. Most of the plays happening down this channel for both the teams. That is, no team has got a clear shot and goal. KEMP FC trying to do their best from set pieces. On the other hand, there's build up play happening from Mumbai Knights. There's a melee. And from there, the ball is cleared. Nishka trying to link up with Urvi. It was a little ahead of the attacker. Three changes for Mumbai Knights in this game. Sanvi Chauve has come in, so has Divya Basantani and Meera Tulsidas. Nikita Jude with a long ball. And now it's time for attack. Sonali Mondol with a little bit of stretch. Tried to link up with Rivka Ramji, but who was late down the left wing. That's a good turn. There are runners offering their runs. Pass was not that great. And now it's a one-on-one situation waiting to happen. Although goalkeeper Minakshi Bhagat again up to the task. Amisha Baxla was trying to reach the ball, trying really hard with a lung-bursting run. Nishka. Nikita continued and controlled that ball really well. Good receive. The through ball was cut out well. Divya finally on the ball. This pass is something which Mumbai Knights need to find. And there's a good chance, but already the referee's whistle was gone. Nandini was offside, it seems. Nishka again. She takes a lot of workload down the left wing, but somehow the link up is not happening. Now there's a chance. Chandia left her space, came in the midfield, but lost the ball. Too many missed passes happening for both the sides. That's what the coaches will be a little worried. KEMP FC, managed by Sudhakar D. On the other hand, Mumbai Knights, managed by Preetham. Midfield tussle results in possession for KEMP FC. So quickly, so frequently, the possession is interchanged. There are so many fouls happening. It's a little bit of a start kind of a game. Already, that is. Free kick for Mumbai Knights. KEMP FC need to find their composure on the ball again. Dispossessed in the midfield. Quickly, Monica Devi finds her teammate down the right. But look at how quickly the possession is overturned. Now it's chance for Nandini again. She has drifted offside. She has to start a little late because Mumbai Knights are holding a really high line. There is space behind the defense, and there is an opportunity to run into that space. Two times the ball has been sent in that area, and both the times Nandini has been offside. Just a little bit of composure and a run which can be measured, which is measured, will result in a really good one on one situation. Chandia with a long delivery, trying to go as far as possible. Mira Tulsidas with the throw in. Diti fails to connect with Urvi. A flick on by Sonali. Nandini has left her space down the right side of the pitch and has come in the central zone. Nikita Jude stopped in her stride by Sonali Mandal. She is also taking a lot of workload, drifting into those spaces, doing the dirty work at times, also linking up, trying at least to link up front. Mithila Ramani with the captain's armband. She's playing in midfield today for KEMP in place of Roshibina. And now there's a chance. Diti had a chance to play that through ball in the up front. There were women already offering those runs. But she decided for a square pass and the chance was gone. That's the element of risk or half chance has to be taken. As a midfielder, you have to always look for those opportunities to play those through balls in between the line passes. And the ball is gifted away. But again, lack of composure. Just look at that. There was a brilliant chance waiting to happen. Rivka Ramji got hold of the ball but failed to connect properly with Sonali. Now Nandini. Good snatch. Nikita Jude also up to the task. Nandini, Sonali Mondal, and Rivka Ramji doing really well. They're trying to do that press against Mumbai Knights. Nikita will go long. A little frustrating delivery that was. Has resulted in a throw in for KEMP FC. Tara again with the throw in duties. The flick on, and from the attack down the right to Sonali Mondal, looking to get hold of the ball, looking to find that space and cross the ball. Nothing really happened on that occasion. Monica. This kind of ball is needed. At least use those spaces which are opening up behind the defense of KEMP FC. Urvi tried to challenge for the ball. Monisha. She was doubled up on that wing. Yuvarani and Nishka fighting it hard on that left wing. Aditi with lobbed pass. Urvi fails to get to it. Nishka again, still probing. But while doing that, she has fouled her opponent. We can see why these two teams haven't really scored that many goals in the final round, because the final link up is missing. Too many passes played too early. A little bit of an hurry is something we are seeing from these two teams, and possession gifted away so fast. There's a lob ball. Nandini fails to get to it properly. That's good defending. Mansi Samre, it seems, was there and didn't really allow rather Nandini to get hold of the ball and to get a clear sight on goal. That was proper defending inside the box. It's always dangerous. Another cross trotted right at the beginning. Some proud onlookers, maybe parents of these girls. Good turn, brilliant turn, and a great run down the left. Just needed to find a counterpart in the middle of the box. KEMP FC now has a chance to switch it to the other wing. Nishkado pushing and trying hard. Aruni Singh, the goalkeeper of KEMP FC, hasn't been busy at all. There's another chance. Rivka Ramji, free and flowing state is what Nandini was in. But she failed to connect. She still has the ball. Now she squares it. And will a shot come in? It does. Danger still not averted. A little frustrating for KEMP FC that Nandini couldn't really take that shot. She instead gathered that ball and then tried to go for goal. That was a effort which should have been taken first time inside the box. The striker needs no more touches. That was the best chance of the first half for sure. Para. Good pressure from Urvi. Urvi is someone who is the central focal point of this team, but she has to drift to this left wing most of the times. And when she is doing that, someone needs to take up that central role for Mumbai Knights. Otherwise, there will be no one to pass the ball to. Just like that. Here, Urvi with a brilliant run. Then that pass. And it goes a begging. There's a long ball down the left wing. Will it be snatched again? Rivka Ramji is doing really well on that flank. This time it's a corner for KEMP FC. Some instructions, some advice being given to goalkeeper Minakshi Bhagat. Yuvarani has already taken her place for the corner. She goes for that in-swinging curler, and what a brilliant header it is. Picture perfect finish. Rebecca with a robust header. A perfect setup by Yuvarani. And it's the two defenders combining so very well. Space was left, and between Nishka and Chandia was Rebecca ruling the 6 yard box, finishing with finesse and giving the lead to KEMP FC. Perfect use of that set piece opportunity. KEMP were getting those opportunities at a premium. Sanvi fails to gather the ball. That's a vital lead. Rebecca on the score sheet. Free header past Meenakshi Bhagat. Smashing goal. Nishka. There were quite a few targets. Urvi now tries to link up, but it was towards the goalkeeper Aruni Singh. On the other hand, Sanvi Chauve was on the left part of the pitch. Aruni Singh might have gathered the ball for the first time in this half. Goes really long. But in the build up to that goal, it was that lung bursting effort down the left by Rivka, who again has the ball. Goalkeeper has come off the lines, and it can be an easy goal, but it was side netting. Rivka Ramji had two other options to pass to. Really bad goalkeeping from Meenakshi. There it was at the back post. Free and waiting were Sonali Mondol and Nandini. That needed to be a clever pass, and it would have ended in a tap in and a 2-0 lead. Nonetheless, KEMP FC are still ahead in this game, and it's time for a water break. Mansi, I beg your pardon, Meenakshi Bhagat, the goalkeeper, is still standing in her goal and contemplating the movement that happened a few moments back. Magic spray is also on for Urvi Salunke. The game that started off on a good note for Mumbai Knights. They were keeping possession. They were trying to build up play from the back with those passes, grounder balls. As the match went on, KEMP FC found their footing, earned a lot of set pieces in and around the box. Those corners came in, and finally, from one of those corners, it was a brilliant delivery by Yuvarani, and the ball was attacked well by Rebecca, and it was a cool finish on the edge of the 6 yard box, back into the net. Good pressing that was. Ball lifted up. Nishka finds possession down the left. In the box, there are four women in blue trying to attack that space. Oh, what a brilliant turn by Diti! The final shot lacked venom, lacked power. But the turn on the soul was a treat for the eye. Diti Kanungo was dominating midfield at that time. Again, a forward pass. Nishka leaves it for Nikita. Diagonal ball. Good link up. by Sanvi. Already, Sanvi seemed to be in an offside position. He was in that offside trap. The line was a little high and she fell into that trap. Now there's a good press. Nikita, Nishka, I beg your pardon, almost got hold of the ball. Both teams have no hopes of qualifying for the IWL, the top tier of Indian football. Such is the position in the league that Shubhashanga and Hops FC have already sealed their ticket to the Premier Division of Indian women's football. Both those teams have won all their games. The four games that they have played, they have won all and registered 12 points each. Nishka, Mansi, is Jandia. She was pressed well, but then she found a runner in Mira Tulsidas down the right. A ball was a little ahead of her. Oh, that's good acrobatics. Urvi was there to control that ball. Monica. Monica still. There's a chance to provide a proper pass. Diti loses possession and down the left. The ball is being played again. Cleared in time before Rivka Ramji could get hold of it. Mumbai Knights, whenever they have taken possession near the center circle, they haven't really been able to thread in those through balls. There have been quite a few runs that have been offered inside the box, but hardly the passes have come. There's a long throw in, cleared out at the earliest. Nishka will chase. Rebecca, the goal scorer. Aruni Singh with the clearance. The referee has seen the foul. He was very, very close to it and has given the free kick. Physio called on. Sonali Mondal. She has looked like a live wire on the field, always probing, asking questions. Time for another set piece, and there's Yuvarani. That's some distance to find the back of the net. It's a long, long way out. But look at her stride. It seems like she will try for goal. She does. The idea was not that bad because had the ball dipped at the last moment, Minakshi Bhagat would have been in some kind of trouble. You have seen Minakshi Bhagat being beaten by Santosh, Hops FC player like that. And then again, Minakshi. gives away the ball. Nandini fails to control it. KEMP FC, the last match against Hobbs, lost by a solitary goal. That was the game they needed to win. They needed to keep up with Hobbs. Had they won that game, Hobbs and Kemp would have been on same points, 9 points each. Again, an offside flag up against Nandini. She's left frustrated with those runs. The defense line a little higher. Nikita Jude. Diti, good ball control. But then she was closed down really, really well. Mithila Ramani was close at hand. Again, it's Diti with some skill, but fails to provide that pass. Now a diagonal ball cut out well. Rivka. Good switch down the right, but one more stride was needed from Yuvarani so that she could control the ball. Diti. Divya finds Nishka. Nishka tries to go to the byline. And that's so easily broken down, that attack. Deliveries need to be floated inside the box. That's the need of the hour for Mumbai Knights. They're failing to do so. They're keeping possession in this part of the field. But then when it comes to those deliveries, they are not willing, actually, not willing to take those risks. They always fear losing the ball. Nandini was fouled. It was a 50-50 challenge over there. And again, it will be Yuvarani to take that set piece. From a central zone, she will be attacking Meenakshi Bhagat. Or is it Rebecca? Will line up for that set piece. Rebecca it is. Tries to get hold of that delivery and finds the back of the net. What a goal from distance, from an unimaginable position. She has scored the goal of the tournament. This is the second goal. It finds the underside of the bar and it goes inside. Supreme strike by Rebecca. Meenakshi Bhagat had no answer to it. Oh, superb, superb strike. We all assumed that Yuvarani will take hold of it, but it was Rebecca. Nonetheless, The effort and the intent was same to test Meenakshi Bhagat. Meenakshi,
Camp 12
full
clear.
stretch she was, but really couldn't get hold of the ball. Found the underneath of the cross piece. And just like that, right before halftime, it's 2-0 lead for Kemp. Meenakshi, she has been beaten from distance. Not the first time. Santosh also scored off a free kick, direct free kick from a distance quite similar to this. Now there's attacking football happening down the left.
Camp 12 ಬಂದಿದೆ ತಗೋಪ್ಪ.
If Mumbai Knights keep conceding these free kicks, it will be really, really tough. Now Kemp FC knows what to do. They will line up and go directly for the goal. Rebecca, the defender, with one brilliant headed goal and the other from set piece. It's the direct free kick that is. Both the goals are actually were scored from the set pieces. One corner, one free kick. Nikita. What can Mumbai Knights do in the second half? The game is already drifting away from them. Look at that strike again. Oh, brilliant. Meenakshi Bhagat was a passenger, it seemed. Oh, that was a strong challenge. Sonali still pressing hard, pressing well. We are in the last minute of the first half. And what a strike we have seen from Rebecca. Kemp FC dominating proceedings from set pieces. 3 minutes of added time. There are two goals that have been scored. Some celebration happening after that. Also, some injuries here and there. Time wasted because of that. Nishka with some skill that was Diti dispossessed. She will take hold of proceedings so very quickly. Finds Monica on the right. The attack is switched. And then again, possession is lost. At least try to float in those crosses inside the box. That should be the order of the day. That should be what coach provide that instruction. Again, there's a good snatch. Urvi. And down the right, it's Divya. Ground across. That's easy for the defense to clear out. Mansi. KEMP FC with that wonder goal by Rebecca has taken a 2-0 lead. A lead that will make the home fans happy. It's a Bengaluru side. Eyes will be on Rebecca in future too. It's a defender can score goals at will. Has such a good header and a long range shot alongside her defending skills. And she is an asset. It's almost time. Is there time for another attack? Diti, Nishka. Nishka still a little frustrated. Referee will add time to the added on time. Inside the box, the delivery was there. Monica will not get any more time to take a shot. It's been a brilliant half for KEMP FC. They started off on the back foot. Mumbai Knights were building up well, but then all those pressing came in handy. They got those corners, got those free kicks from the corner. Rebecca connected, scored the first goal, and then from distance, from long range, she found the back of the net again from a direct free kick. At halftime, it's KEMP FC 2, Mumbai Knights nil. From distance, a goal of the tournament contender. That has resulted in a 2-0 scoreline. At halftime, it's KEMP FC 2, Mumbai Knights FC nil.
We are ready.
We too as well.
Look up to the rainbow where the colors become one. Red, yellow, orange, green is for good health and the care we need. Blue, violet, indigo is for happiness and peace to all. Look up to the rainbow where the colors become one. Look up to
Rainbow Children's Hospital and Birthright by Rainbow Hospitals.
We are ready.
We too as well.
Look up to the rainbow where the colors become one. Red, yellow, orange, green is for good health and the care we need. Blue, violet, indigo is for happiness and peace to all. Look up to the rainbow where the colors become one. Look up.
Rainbow Children's Hospital and Birthright by Rainbow Hospitals.
We are ready.
We too as well.
Look up to the rainbow where the colors become one. Red, yellow, orange, green is for good health and the care we need. Blue, violet, indigo is for happiness and peace to all. Look up to the rainbow where the colors become one. Look up.
Rainbow Children's Hospital and Birthright by Rainbow Hospitals.
We are ready.
We too as well.
Look up to the rainbow where the colors become one. Red, yellow, orange, green is for good health and the care we need. Blue, violet, indigo is for happiness and peace to all. Look up to the rainbow where the colors become one. Look up.
Rainbow Children's Hospital and Birthright by Rainbow Hospitals.
We are ready.
We too as well.
Look up to the rainbow where the colors become one. Red, yellow, orange, green is for good health and the care we need. Blue, violet, indigo is for happiness and peace to all. Look up to the rainbow where the colors become one. Look up.
Rainbow Children's Hospital and Birthright by Rainbow Hospitals.
We are ready.
We too as well.
Look up to the rainbow where the colors become one. Red, yellow, orange, green is for good health and the care we need. Blue, violet, indigo is for happiness and peace to all. Look up to the rainbow where the colors become one. Look up.
Rainbow Children's Hospital and Birthright by Rainbow Hospitals.
quite a few changes happening in the second half. That is, the fourth official really busy putting out those numbers one after another. A flurry of changes right at the start of second half. Mumbai Knights struggling to keep up with KEMP FC. Khushbu coming on. And that's the busiest hour of the day for the assistant ref. It seems it's the last match, and all the players are given some game time.
ಬೇಕು ಇವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ
It's
ನೀವು
all to play for in the second half. No time to waste. It's a 2 goal lead, healthy lead held by KEMP FC. They will finish on 9 points if they maintain this lead or extend the lead, increase the lead. And that is
ಪ್ರಶಾಂತ್ ಅವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಲ್ಲ
a nervous wait before it all kicks off again. We're still waiting for the start of the second half. Quite a few changes. Shreya Sudhir has come in for Mumbai Knights. And that's how, from the word go, it was Kemp attacking again from right to left in their red jerseys. But quickly, the possession can be overturned. Diti was there. Shreya got hold of the ball. She's one of those changes that has happened in the second half. And finally, a delivery into the box. A sight for the sore eye. Diti. Shreya. Ball cut out well. Nia Reddy was in action. She has had little to do in the first half. Rebecca has done a lot in the first half in terms of scoring. Now she cleared out the ball. What a turn by Nishka. Still going strong. And then there's a chance. But the final touch was a little heavy, and Aruni Singh comes off her tracks and gathers the ball well. Kemp FC also have made changes to their lineup. Khushbu Saroj has come in attack. She has drifted down the left wing.
ಕೆಂಪ್ತಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಕೆಂಪ್ತಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಬ್ರೋ
Good receive by Nia. But then the ball was cut out well. Long ball inside the box. It was again. Good turn by Khushbu. And then there is a chance still for Khushbu from the edge of the box. She tried her luck. This time failed to connect really, really well. It went over the bar. Again, Rivka was in action during that build up, during that play, which happened from the left. A little lofted. And from the melee, destructive attack was occurring. Good pass for Khushbu. Khushbu fails to finish. That was a very, very good chance. Brilliant chance. Goalkeeper was up to the task on this occasion. Another corner. And whenever it is corner, the set piece is being taken by Yuvarani. One step. Good delivery. Again, it was Rebecca attacking. She was left free. This time, though, she couldn't find the back of the net. What was the defense doing? After what happened in the first half, they needed to be really, really aware. Nishka it is on the ball, down the left, like she has been all throughout the game. The only problem is that she has kept the ball on her feet for a long period of time. At times the link up needs to happen a little quickly. As time goes on, she will understand this. This part of her game needs to get developed. Priyanka has come in midfield. Let's see what happens from this set piece. It's a really vital one. Fisted out well by Aruni Singh. Urvi. Priyanka. And then there's the offside flag that has gone up. Quite a few times Mumbai Knights have fell in this trap. Now there's a brilliant attack down the right. What solid defensive job that was. Chandia. She kept her cool, stayed on her feet for the longest period of time and saved the day for Mumbai Knights. There's a good turn down the right. The ball still bubbling in that area. Sonali Mandal. Again, with that burst of speed, she was there. Nishka. Few runners offering those runs in front again. This pass is really, really disappointing. How quickly can Mumbai Knights come from defense to attack? That's important. They have introduced fresh legs in the attack in terms of Shreya Sudhir, Prisha Patil. Urvi has dropped down a little bit. There was Shreya. Kemp holding on to that lead against Mumbai Knights. Again, an offside flag was up so very quickly. Already today we have seen a wonder goal from long distance. Round 35 yards out was Rebecca when she scored that brilliant strike. And now there's Khushbu. Has she drifted in an offside position again? Yes, she has. Khushbu, a willing runner. Brilliant run offered again. Now there's a chance to thread that ball through. The defense was quite solid on that occasion. Khushbu, she is all over the place ever since coming on. She is really doing wonders on the pitch. Working so hard. Finding those moments. Brilliant football from KEMP FC. Again, a long throw in. Both these teams are not in a position to qualify for IWL. That is the Premier Division of Indian football, the top division of Indian women's football, that is. But with this result, KEMP can reach 9 points. That was side netting from Yuvarani. Corners have been taken by her. She has already got an assist from a corner. And now there's a chance to build up this attack. Khushbu again threads it through on the left. There's a chance, and Amisha Baksla misses a glorious opportunity. It just goes over the crossbar. And look at the build-up. Where was the defending? Amisha Baksla was left all alone. Just couldn't hit the target. Meenakshi Bhagat's right and left side was both free and open. Misha Baksla on the first time shot tried to go straight over her head. Aruni Singh. Again, a quick, neat build-up happening. Down the right. What a turn that was. An interesting run. A lung-bursting one. There's a receive by Amisha. She had time and space to do things on her own. Finally, the whistle for a free kick. In the second half, KEMP FC have increased the momentum, the attacking intent. Good nudge down the left. There is Rhea fighting against Nia Reddy and finds the captain Mithila Aruni Singh. She hasn't had to deal with too much today. On the right side, she was trying to link up with Rivka Ramji. Again, Shreya was dispossessed and Nia threads in that ball for Khushbu, who goes inside. Khushbu still finds the net. What a brilliant run that was. Khushbu with the fragrance of a goal. A fragrance that will smell so very good for KEMP FC. But it was all the build up happening from the left by Nia Reddy. Found Khushbu with an outside of the boot pass, and Khushbu cutting inside, finding the first post. Meenakshi Bhagat stuck to her goal line and left the first post way too empty. It's the third goal of the match. And now it's looking like a thumping win waiting to happen for Kemp. Kemp FC have scored 3 goals for the second time this tournament. Khushbu Saroj, the substitute footballer, has found the back of the net. Against Krida Prabodhini, they scored 3 goals. In that too, Rebecca found the back of the net. Today, Rebecca scored 2, and now Khushbu 1 goal. The result like this, Kemp will finish on 9 points from 4 games. Not bad, but not that great also to make them finish on the top 2 pedal. Really good build up happening in the second half. Kemp enjoying possession, enjoying the fast paced action. And now again, a run down the middle. And finally, Rivka was stopped in her stride by Meenakshi Bhagat. The goalkeeper came off her lines. This time, a glorious save that was. The attack will come right back on. Down the left. Mumbai Knights. Do they have fight in their wings? It's been a tough outing for them. Haven't really made forays in the opposition box, and in the second half, it's all Kemp FC. Nia again troubling from the left. There are options there. And Nia again trying to turn, trying to make use of the space down the left. Misha, she too has gotten a chance to find the back of the net. All these players, be it Rivka, Khushbu, Sonali, Misha, all have been in the game. Nishka on the other side, trying to put in that cross. Not a great one that was. Priyanka was loitering inside the box, but it was really ahead of her. Diti. Miss pass results in another play, another build up. Look at the space that Khushbu has. Khushbu still a deflection and an easy collection for Meenakshi for the time being. But there's non-stop attack happening by Kemp. Good ball down the right. Khushbu again on the ball. Attacking in numbers are Kemp. Really interesting build up happening all around the game. Finally, it's Mumbai Knights. It's their turn to attack. But it's always the miscommunication, the last moment. The final passes really not that great. Sonali Mondol. Sonali, she has time to go on the left side of the pitch. Whistle ensures, and the change is about to happen. Mumbai Knights with a player down. The time is also running out. Number 27, Chinmay Tili, is coming on in place of the captain, Mithila Ramani. Also, it's time for a break in proceedings. Much needed drinks break, especially for KEMP, who were running away with proceedings. Nia with a brilliant assist for Khushbu, who has scored a goal. And the two first half strikes by Rebecca have kept Kemp in control. A stretcher has been brought on, not a pleasant sight. Few players warming up on the sidelines. This is the last game. Make no mistake. A few claps. That has resulted in change. Sanam Rathod coming in. Sanam Rathod, defender, brought in because of that injury. Again, the ball was almost gifted. If we look at the scorers for Kemp in this final round, it's Rebecca scoring 3 goals. She is the one with most goals in the final round. 2 goals today. She is on the ball, and 1 goal against Krida Prabodhini. Massive, massive contribution from a defender. Is good in set pieces. Brilliant display of football knowledge. The accuracy on set pieces are great. Here, their ball was really troubling, and finally, it has found the back of the net. Thanks to Shreya. Cross came in, and that's more like it. And it was turned on from a handshaking distance. That is something which is needed in the first half too. Balls coming inside the box, troubling goalkeeper Aruni Singh. The 73rd minute, finally, Mumbai Knights broke the deadlock. Now, on the attack are Mumbai Knights. Can they score another goal before the 80th minute mark? That would be some kind of a closure to this game. It's again Khushbu with the ball, running ragged. Ball floated in the box. It will be Meenakshi taking hold of it. But one goal has been thumped back. And that has made things interesting in the last few minutes or so of the game. A long ball. Again, goal scorer. Shreya Shudhir running full steam. With the captain's armband is Nia Reddy now. As Mithila Ramani is off the pitch, she has been substituted. More and more balls in front is the need of the hour now. That's more like it. A long ranger, easy collection for Aruni Singh. But it's all to play for. Throw the kitchen sink at it. That's what Mumbai FC coach will ask the girls to do, and that's like that. What a brilliant nod home of a finish by Shreya Sudhir. Inside the area. Now the chance is there. But the possession has been overturned. Forward through. Misha Buxla was not given any kind of a chance.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
It's time for another drinks break. Already during that injury, players took a drinks break, but now there's a proper drinks break happening.
ನಾನೇ
This
ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ.
game has seen 4 goals, 2 in the first half, 2 in the second. The first half, Rebecca has scored from a corner, headed it home. Then from around 35 yards out, he scored from a direct free kick. In the second half, again, KEMP FC increased the attacking momentum. Really found those spaces behind the defense. And finally, it was Khushbu scoring the third goal for KEMP. Then another substitute, this time from Mumbai Knights, Shreya Shudhir. Found the back of the net with a neat header. Right in front of goal, she was taking her place. And that's what happens when you find attackers inside the 6-yard box. You need to deliver balls to them. That's simple football that was missing from Mumbai Knights' repertoire in the first half. Nia. The foray into the box. Nobody was attacking the first post. Nikita Jude easily cleared that out. Nia also has been brilliant in the second half, especially that assist outside of the boot pass. Ball lifted up so very well because it's troublesome for the defense. Again, it was Shreya on the ball, troubling, probing. KEMP FC now on the attack. Sonali down the right. The cross comes in from that position. And again, it was Meenakshi, the goalkeeper, who was tensed because Amisha Buxla had made a run inside the box, couldn't really finish off that move that was laid on a plate for her. Now a through ball. Shreya, can she get to the end of it? No. Aruni Singh sensed danger, came off her tracks, came off her line,
ಪಕ್ಕ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು.
just cleared out danger.
ಇರೋದೇ ಅದೊಂದು ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಗುರು, ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ಟ್ರಿ ಈ ಕಡೆನೇ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತ ಸ್ಕೆಫೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಹತ್ರ. ಅಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ಟ್ರಿ ಸ್ಕೆಫೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಹತ್ರ ಒಳಗಡೆಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು.
Scenes down the right side of the pitch. Can Diti get hold of the ball and continue with the proceedings? It was a little difficult for her.
ಸರ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ
Khushbu, look at the space that Sonali Mondal has, but she was offside. There is space opening up behind the defense of Mumbai Knights because they are committing players forward. And that space will open up time and again. This time, Nia again fails to beat Chandea. Down the middle was Chinmay Tilly. Good dominance happening.
ಬರಲ್ಲ ಕಲಿಸಿ, ಮಳೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ, ಬಿಸಿಲು ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಯ್ತು.
There's some problem on that side of the pitch, it seems. Exactly. Nia injured in the process. When she made that run, looks in some trouble. The physio has been called on. Nia has been really impressive, especially in the second half. All those link up play happening down the left with Khushbu and Sonali. Magic spray will come on. Can she continue? She'll have to take some time off. Things don't look that good. But at least that magic spray might relieve some tension. It's a drop ball and a start. Mumbai Knights trying for their second goal, trying to make things interesting in the last 10 minutes of the game. Nishka with a touch. Urvi drifts inside, shoots, but way off target again. At least Mumbai Knights are getting those spaces just in and around the box to shoot those balls to try their luck. That has been a welcome change from the first half.
ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ
Sonali Mondal. Down the right. Again, the flank has been used well. Inside the box, there's Khushbu waiting. The ball doesn't reach her. And it has been cleared out. Just at the nick of time. Again, outside of the boot pass, resulting in some worry for the defense. But again, Nia Reddy has come on the pitch. She is doing her part, finding Amisha Buxla. That's a throw in for Mumbai Knights. Good receive. The ball floated in. Can it be cleared out? Amisha has set her goals on Khushbu, who makes that run, goes inside, finds her a teammate, Chinmay Tili. That attack really dies a premature death. In the first half, most of the chances that KEMP FC created were from set pieces, but in the second half, they have depended on open play, scored a goal from open play too, and created most of those openings from open play itself. Just like that, finding spaces inside the box, getting more and more players on the ball. Diti with a good turn. And from here on, the progress needs to happen really, really quickly. Exactly like that. That was a good run. Down the right, the attack was initiated by Shreya. She has won a throw in. Sanam Rathore finds Urvi. It's Khushbu again. She has used her speed to great effect. From defense to attack, the transition happens. Khushbu trying to push forward against Nikita Jude. Successful on that occasion. Good receive by Amisha, but loses possession very quickly. Urvi. Lot of shouting coming on from the sidelines. It was asked to switch the ball. That didn't happen though. That's the ball down the right. Intercepted well. From back to front. It's Mumbai Knights' attack. Nishka. Can she finally lay it on a plate for Sudhir? Shreya Sudhir, that was. She again made that run inside the box. Ever since Shreya Sudhir has come on, the attacking prowess as Mumbai Knights has increased. But right back will be Kemp FC. This time, a cutback, and what disastrous finish that was. It was nothing of a finish, to be very, very honest. Sorry was offered by Khushbu. She tried to get a first time shot on goal, failed to do so. That cutback set it up for her perfectly. Two more players waiting to come on in the last few minutes. Sonali, is it a free kick? It is. Again, a distance very, very familiar to Rebecca. Around that 30-yard mark. He scored a goal from 35 yards out already. Change is about to happen. Numbers are up. 9 and 26 coming on. Ashika and Adira Ghosh for Kemp FC. Rivka has been taken off. It's Rebecca. It's a different kind of a set piece routine. None of the players went for goal. That was a little surprising, given both Rebecca and Yuvrani was there. Maybe a long range attempt, a long range try was needed. Sonali Mondal has also been given some rest. She has been taken out, as is Rivka Ramji. In their place is K. Ashika and Adira Ghosh in midfield. Actually, it was a hat trick chance for Rebecca. A defender scoring a hat trick. That would have been cherry on the top of the cake. Last minute of regulation time. KEMP FC trying to not concede any more goals. The home fans quite interested, thinking what it could have been had they won against Hops. Then that would have been a very, very close finish to this IWL 2 season. Remember, the top two teams will qualify for IWL. Oh, another wrong ranger. Hands on head. And that was
Additional time.
really, really troublesome for the goalkeeper Aruni Singh. 5 minutes of added time. Chubashanga and Hobbs both have registered 12 points from 4 games. There's a good setup. Look how high was the defense line. Behind the defense line, there's acres of space. And KEMP FC were trying to run riot. Now they have to defend. Can they find a counter attack? They try to do so via this through ball from Chinmay, but Meenakshi Bhagat clears her lines. Both these teams made a long journey from group stage to the final round. KEMP FC won Group C with 7 points from 3 games. On the other hand, Mumbai Knights finished second in Group A, which consisted of Jubashanga, who are now already set to qualify for IWL. A long range effort. This time it comes from Monisha. She tried her luck. It was a little off target. Still pressing hard is KEMP FC. A win secured. A hard-fought battle was going on between 3 teams in the final round. That is Jubashanga, Hops and KEMP at one point of time. But then KEMP dropped points in the last game against Hops. Also lost against Jubashanga. Both the top 2 teams beat KEMP. That's where trouble began. Against Krida Prabodhini, against Shuruchi Shongo, they won. And today also, it seems surely like a well-oiled win. From grassroots to greatness, the signboard at the behind the goal says, and exactly we saw greatness today in terms of free kick routines, in terms of that long range strike by Rebecca, almost from 35 yards out. What a thunderbolt that was. A strike which rattled the underneath of the crossbar. Another attempt by Monisha, this time blocked. final sense of an attack which Mumbai Knights were building. It was cut out in time. And the ball, can it be played in the channel? A little bit of a misunderstanding. Nishka. Final try from Jandia. Rebecca. She is getting some instructions inside the box. She is as a defender, though she has scored 2 goals today in the other end of the pitch. Good build up. A final attack from the right. Minakshi Bhagat, very, very aware. Her defense line is high and she was sweeping well. If you have a high defense line, the goalkeeper needs to maintain a good distance, a proper distance, a close distance that is with the defense line. Sanam Rathod with the throw in. It has gone out. 5 minutes are up. KEMP FC dominated this game right from start to end. And although they won't be making it to IWL, they should be proud of their efforts in this final round fixtures. Win against Shuruchi, win against Krida Prabodhini, and again 3 goals now against Mumbai Knights. Can they add another? Good ball inside the box. And that's that. A glorious campaign for KEMP FC ends with another win. Though they won't be making it to IWL, but this IWL 2 season has been a brilliant one for them. In the final round, they have won 3 games. On the other hand, Mumbai Knights only with 1 win in the final round. Thanks to goals from Rebecca and Khushbu Saroj at full time, it's KEMP FC 3, Mumbai Knights FC 1. And coming up, the last game of the final day, the table toppers, Shubhashanga FC taking on Hawks FC. Both these teams have qualified for IWL2. They have been promoted and now they will fight it out for top honors. At full time, again, it's KEMP FC 3 and Mumbai Knights FC 1. It's goodbye for now, but keep your eyes on Indian football YouTube channel for all the updates from IWL2.